Hey, welcome back guys, it's Patrick here, and today I'm going to start bringing you guys some of the videos from the Axe Apollo Space Academy. So maybe you guys are a new subscriber, maybe you've never seen any of my videos before, but pretty much around April, Axe, the deodorant company, was having a competition where you could win a trip to space camp and potentially win a trip to space. So how it worked is there was going to be over 100 people from 60 different countries going to a space camp in Orlando, Florida, and 9 of those would be from the United States. You could enter 2 different ways. You could enter through a code on an Axe product. That's how 7 people were picked. But the other 2 you could get through a voting system. So initially when I saw the commercial, I thought it would be a cool idea. I sort of just threw out a video asking for votes from you guys, and I didn't take it too seriously because I didn't think I had a chance, but with about 5 days left, I was actually really close to the top. I think I was maybe 1,000 votes away from the top 2. So I made another video. I campaigned on different forums, social media, friends, family, my school, and somehow, some way, I made it into the top 2 and I won a trip to space camp. So you can see here, I left on December 2nd. I left from my local airport in Dulles in Washington, D.C., and I was heading down to Orlando where I would be competing in Space Camp. So how they're going to determine the winner for Space Camp, for the United States, there's a total of 1 ticket available. So I'm competing against 8 different guys, and it was actually a random selection. So 1 out of 9 of us would get the chance, and it was completely random. So that means I had about an 11% chance. And it was, I guess I was a little bit disappointed that it was random because I feel like I stacked up pretty well and that I could compete pretty hard. But overall, I still wanted to make sure I gave 100% because you never know exactly how they're going to pick that winner. So I gave 100% throughout the whole camp. And yeah, you'll see what happens at the end. Okay, so you can see here, I landed on December 2nd about 4 p.m. down in Orlando, Florida. They picked us up in a car. It was like a little mini limo car and took us down to the camp. So the camp was actually outside the Astronaut Hall of Fame, and here you can see the vehicle you'd actually travel to space in if you won. You actually take this thing, I'll try to link a video of an example, but you actually leave off a runway, you go straight up, you go over 100 kilometers in the sky, which makes you an actual astronaut. So yeah, there's been less than 600 astronauts to ever exist, so it would definitely be a mind-boggling experience. So there's the vehicle right there, it's just a prop. And here you can see our little space camp. So we had these little dorms. I was on Team Pioneer. There's a couple different teams. You can see some of the guys over there. And here is where we slept. I was at the very end on the right-hand side, and it was okay. It was designed really well, but the condensation was ridiculous. I woke up, all my clothes were like really wet and really smelly. And also behind that like blue wall over there was a ton of ants. So I like woke up with some ants on me. Overall, it wasn't the best sleeping experiences, but it was definitely worth it. Moving on, we had a little common area. This is where they had an Xbox, a PS3, a Wii, a pool table, a ping pong table, and this was just a cool place to interact with a bunch of the different people from all the different countries. I do have to say, meeting all these different people was probably my favorite, or one of my favorite experiences, so I'll definitely have to introduce you to some of those guys later. But this is what we did at night. So this was at night on Monday, and this is where we were briefed on what would be happening, and it was told that we were going to go to the Kennedy Space Center, where we would learn about our missions and be put into groups. So you can see here, this is a bunch of the different guys. There was only like 5 girls at camp out of about 100 people. So it's safe to say it was a sausage fest. And here you can see one of the teams I was with. This was Team Hubble. You can see my boy Henrique next to me from Finland. You can see Theo in the back from Canada, Jason in the back from Canada, Cameron from Brazil, Eric from Sweden. I don't have time to say everyone's name, but there's a bunch of really cool people, and we took a nice little picture representing the United States right there. And yeah, so we got to the Kennedy Space Center. This was the little NASA logo they had up front. It was really cool to go at night, and you could see like all the mock rockets here. They were pretty cool to check out. We actually had a chance to come check these out later, but for now we were walking, and we were to be briefed by a member of the SpaceXC team.
You'll be weightless for 5 to 6 minutes, and the spaceship will reach an altitude of over 100 kilometers, which is 62 miles, which is enough to make you official astronaut. Out of around 100 billion people that have ever lived on this planet, so far only 536 have gone to space. Well, ladies, gentlemen, this is about to change.
So after he finished the briefing, it's safe to say I was going insane, and it really started to set in the implications of this event. I had somehow been picked to go to space camp out of all these people, and I literally had an 11% shot to go to space, which is insane. It's absolutely nuts. I was going crazy. I couldn't even sleep. I was probably annoying people talking to him about it so much. But I was so hyped that I would have a chance to maybe make this dream come true. So we headed back. I know I didn't fall asleep until like 1 a.m., but we had to wake up at 5 because we were going to go on a tour to the Kennedy Space Center as well as see a rocket launch off the next day. All right, this is going to do it for the first video. I think there's going to be about 4 or 5 of these detailing every day at Space Camp. So go ahead and click the link on the screen if you want to see the second one. Other than that, I will see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Peace out.